Hey guys, how are you doing? All right, so guys, I'm going to start the reading for donations now. I will resume the free reading after the donations, okay? So you can stick around or you can come back later to check. All right. Okay, you versus them reading. So I'm going to be using this deck. Hold on, I have another mini deck that I want to use as well. So just give me a minute. And I think I'm going to be using this True Emotions deck as well. So, mindful. I think your payment repeated. I don't know how you did it because it came. I think the first one was 11:11, and then you did, the three questions, right? Sorry, first one was 15:15, and the second one was 11:11, right? Which was two payments you're supposed to make, but I'm seeing four payments. So maybe after the reading, you go and double check. I don't know if that can be refunded, but I'm just letting you know. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use this both decks if I feel the need to do that. All right. So have you guys stopped recently? When is this Thanksgiving? We don't usually celebrate Thanksgiving in my part of the world, so I'm not really aware of it too much. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on between you guys right now. Just about something about my daughter. Okay. Do you mind sharing, or you want to like keep it to yourself? Oh, okay. I get what you're trying to say. Okay, you guys just talked about your daughter. Okay. All right. I get it. So what's going on between you guys? What's going on between Christian and Joy right now? All right. So you have the first card for what's going on between you guys. You have bumping heads. So this is like the card of not seeing eye to eye. All right, so not being in good terms, basically. The fact that okay. Oh, okay. He was upset that you didn't tell him about that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Energy between you guys. Energy between you guys. Okay. So you have bumping heads, and then you have this card. It says feeling like shit. Okay, so this is like the energy of not being happy about a particular situation, which is totally understandable. Okay, so where does it stand in this connection? You asked him something. Where does it stand? You have sex addiction. Interesting. Tell me about the sex addiction card. Ooh, okay. So you have sex addiction and you have marriage. Okay, so married. Okay, so this is his energy towards you. This is where it stands right now in this connection between you guys. Where do you stand in this connection? All right. Where do you stand in this connection? You have obsessed, won't let go. So I feel like maybe you're thinking about him more than I can't even say more than you should anyways, but you may be thinking about him or the situation like frequently. Okay, and this could also represent getting readings frequently. I just want to, maybe it depends on how you feel about getting readings. Okay, there are two type of ways to get readings. Okay, the first type of getting readings is the healthy type, where you get readings because you want clarity and because the reading kind of keeps you in check. Okay, gives you clarity and helps calm your nerves, like help you to keep your balance in some way, basically. Okay, because a good reading will help you to understand the situation of things, and it will tell you what to expect. Okay, what you can expect from what is coming, right? And that keeps you in balance. But again, I want to say that a good reading is that reading that do not tell you what you want to hear, by the way. Okay, do not tell you what you want to hear, but the reading will tell you about the real situation. Okay, so but a reading that is not healthy is that reading that always cater to your ego. Okay, tell you what you want to hear, tell you, make you feel good about the situation, but it's not the real thing. So know the main reason why you were getting readings, if that makes sense. Okay, so in all, just use wisdom and understanding, basically. So I feel like you may be also be thinking about this. There's something about you thinking about this situation over and over and over. Okay, I don't think this is healthy though. All right, you may want to pull back your energy a little or try to focus on something else. Okay, I don't feel like this is healthy. Or you may want to do some kind of meditation to further calm your nerves, if that makes sense. Exactly, this is why I get readings, for clarity. Okay, he said he's not happy at all. Interesting. I asked him, oh, hold on. Okay, I asked him if he is happy right now with his life since I am away from him with the kids, with the children, and he's there only with her. And he said he's not happy. Okay. Yes, because he's telling me one thing and I see something else. All right. Okay. He's beginning to crave you. I feel like part of his. So let me start from the beginning. Okay. So you have bumping heads, showing that you guys are not in good terms. You're not actually seeing eye to eye in some situations right now. Okay. Feeling like shit. You guys are not happy about the situation. You are not happy. He's not happy as well. Okay. So nobody is happy in this situation. Okay, nobody is happy in this situation. Where it stands in this connection, some of his tantrums, or some of his tantrum is because he craves your attention and your body. Okay, so you have sex addiction here, and then you have married. Okay, so so sometimes when he gets angry about some certain things, the real reason is because it's truly because you pulled your energy away from him. That is the real reason why he may be angry sometimes, or he may get into some kind of argument with you. Okay, he doesn't know how to tell you, but the truth is that he wants to feel the body again, basically. Okay, and that's not the only thing. He also wants you to go back to the way you used to treat him. He wants the relationship back to the way it was, basically. Okay, so whether he's willing to, change and do the right thing is what we are going to see from this energy. Okay, all right. Sex is different, right? From, I think your message was heard, but I can see your message. Okay, it was held, but I can see it. All right, so let's see what's happening between the both of you in this connection. What's happening between the both of you in this connection? All right, what's happening between the both of you in this connection? You have the devil, and then you have the two of wands. So the issue here is somebody being toxic and not making the right decision. Basically, that's the issue. All right, that's the issue, and I feel like this issue is coming from him. All right, where does it stand in this connection? Where does it stand in this connection? Where does it stand in this connection? Okay. Where does it stand in this connection? Ooh, okay. Where do you stand in this connection? All right, I didn't even pull this card, it just came out. So you have the Queen of Cups. Tell me more about where she stands in this connection, Spirit. Five of Wands, okay. All right, where you stand in this connection, you have Queen of Cups, still loves him, so you still love him. All right, but Five of Wands, inner confliction, okay. Inner confliction because he's unable to take the right decision towards you, right? So that's the energy that you are actually coming up with. Okay, that's where you stand. Obviously the fault is not coming from you. So where does it stand? Where does it stand in this connection? You have the Ace of Cups and you have the Five of Cups. So he is in the energy of regrets. Okay, he's regretting his actions, and he does want sincerely, he does want the relationship back. Okay, he wants, he still has, for the first time since, I don't know if it's maybe for the first time in a little while, up front is coming up towards you with the Ace of Cups. Okay, Ace of Cups is the love that is not a surface love. Okay, it's a deep feeling, and most times it comes when there is a new beginning. Okay, so it comes in a new beginning, like a new love, maybe after a reconciliation and all that good stuff. Okay, so he's having his feelings towards you. Where it stands in this connection is that he feels like he's not able to hide how he feels anymore. Like, usually when I pull cards on him, he's usually very stubborn. So this energy makes me feel like he's breaking. Okay, like he's breaking. He can no longer hold that stubbornness anymore. Okay, and he's in his feelings basically, and those feelings he has for you is not they are not surface feelings, obviously. Okay, so somehow he's beginning to realize that this is how he truly feels about you. He misses you. Okay, he misses you, how you guys used to be before the chaos happened. He misses your body, your attention, your love, and all that stuff, and he's actually in deep regrets. Okay, there are times where he feels really down about everything that is happening. All right, so let's see. So basically, where it stands in this connection is that he wants a reconciliation. Okay, but let's see if he's ready to change. How does it feel about you? How does it feel about you? How does it feel about you? You have the Emperor. All right, tell me about Emperor for how it feels towards Mindful. Tell me about the Emperor. Interesting. Oh, and then you have the Chariot on that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so how it feels about you, you have the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is the husband, the father. The Emperor is that man who wants to get control of the situation, who wants to have his house, like his house in order, who wants to have his, you know, his shit figured out. Okay, he wants to have his shit together. Okay, so his feelings towards you is the emperor. It feels like you belong to him, basically. Okay, it feels like, you know, you belong to him. Okay, and that was clarified by the Six of Wands. Interesting. The Six of Wands is the energy of success. All right, the energy of winning, being successful. All right, and the emperor can also represent a man in marriage, a husband, like I said before, a husband and a father. Okay, and look at this energy. You pulled this card before, so where he's standing in this connection is married. Okay, so it feels like, you know, you guys are still married, and you know, he doesn't want this to end. But basically, how it feels about you. So it feels like you being apart from him, and you know, taking the kids with you. It feels less of a man. Like, it feels like that happened because he didn't have things in control. So it makes him feel less of a man, and you know, he cares about his reputation. Okay, so he's feeling like his reputation is in the mud, if that makes sense. Okay, so he wants a situation where, you know, it feels like a man to the outside world. And how does he think he wants to get to do that? By bringing his family back together. In fact, you know, holding the marriage down together makes him feel like a man who is capable of taking care of his family, if that makes sense. Okay, and that also is a kind of accomplishment for him. Okay, so he feels embarrassed that, you know, everything is happening, especially to the outside world, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's how he feels. So he wants to get you back. He wants to get the situation back, but he should know that he cannot get it back by, you know, by force. Okay, you should know that you cannot get it back by force. You cannot get it back, you know, through stubbornness. Okay, through ego. You can only get it back if he makes, you know, amends. Okay, so getting you back, getting, you know, the marriage back on track makes him feel accomplished. Okay, yeah, it makes him feel accomplished. So you also pulled the Chariot card. The Chariot card and the Six of Pentacles is somebody who is very determined to win, somebody who is very determined to conquer. Okay, so he's kind of determined to kind of, you know, put his house back together, and I hope he's doing it the right way. Okay, and then look at this, you look at this Two of Cups. So, you know, he's in his feelings, unlike before where all the cards pulled are, you know, are all about ego and, you know, stalling, basically. So I feel like he's breaking. Okay, he's breaking, which I feel like is good, basically. All right, so let's see his intentions here. What are his intentions towards you? What are his intentions towards you? All right, you have Four of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Queen of Swords, interesting. And then all right, Four of Cups, Queen of Swords. What are his intentions? This is telling me about third party, but hold on, let me pull one card for third party and then I'll come back to the intentions again. All right. What is going on between him and third party? Ooh, Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about Ten of Pentacles. You have the Star card. So what are his intentions here towards you? Ace of Wands. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to take this. Alright, Ace of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. What are his intentions towards the third party? Four of Pentacles. All right. So I feel like hold on. What are his feelings towards third party? What are his feelings towards third party? What are his feelings towards third party? Four of Wands, Ten of Wands. Interesting. So why I kept pulling this card is because of this energy that came out. Okay, when I asked about his intentions towards you, it's Four of Cups, and Four of Cups is that energy of disappointment. Okay, and you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so he could be feeling like, you know, these are not truly like his intentions. I feel like he's feeling actually, you know, covered this card, the question basically. Okay, so I feel like he get depressed about, you know, the situation, and he feels like you are being mean to him. Okay, because he's not used to you acting this way, right? So yeah, he's not used to you acting this way. So sometimes he may brood, sometimes, you know, he may be a little bit depressed about the situation, and he will start thinking in his mind that you are mean. Okay, I see that for the third party, is actually helping the third party financially. It does help the third party financially. I did ask about his feelings towards the third party. I do not see much going on here when it comes to his feelings, but I feel like it does help her to keep her around. Okay, yes, to keep her around, and he may be taking on too many responsibilities, or whatever he's doing, helping her to do, feels like pressure to him, feels like stressful. So he's kind of stressful over there, and I feel like he gives her the illusion of, you know, everything is okay with the Four of Wands here. Okay, but in the real sense, he's stressed. He's stressed. He's not too happy. All right, intentions towards you, you have the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you keep coming out as different queens in the reading. Okay, you keep coming out with different energy in this reading. It means that so usually when somebody comes out with different queen energy in a reading, it means that person is an empress. Okay, so he sees you as an empress. He sees you as, you know, you mean different things to him in different parts of his life. So basically, it's hard for him to function, you know, completely without you, basically. Okay, and that is why, you know, he wants you back. And of course, he's thinking about having sex with you a lot. Okay, if that makes sense. So You said he's having sex with the third party. This is not out of love anyways, okay? This is I've said this before, right? This is not out of love, all right? But my problem with him is that he's not making the decision to move forward from this energy, since he is not actually really into this girl emotionally, okay? So let's see his next action towards you. Basically, I want to ask again, what are his intentions towards the third party? Right? What are his intentions towards the third party? His intentions towards the third party. I don't see, so you have the Three of Cups here. You have Three of Cups and you have Justice, and then you have, what's this, Seven of, oh, this is Nine of Pentacles. All right, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So for now, I'm not saying for now that he's trying to end things with her. The third party is the person he actually hang out with when he feels like hanging out with her, basically, okay? And then when they finish doing whatever they do, he gets like he gets guilty about it, or guilty about it, and then he pulls back his energy from her, okay? He wants to, so it seems like he wants to do the right thing here, but I don't know, for some reason he's not doing it. Tell me why. Tell me about the Justice, please. Yeah, he wants to do the right thing, okay? He wants to make things, because you have the Ten of Cups here. So the Justice card is him wanting to do the right thing here, okay? That was clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So he wants to apologize to you. He wants a reconciliation with you. He wants to, move away from this girl, but he doesn't have he's weak, is weak. There's something that's, why is it weak? Why is he unable to break up with the third party even when he wants to break up with the third party? Why? You have King of, interesting. So you have King of Pentacles. Hold on, I want to clarify King of Pentacles. The Tower. Interesting. Tell me about the Tower, please. Four of Swords. Her energy is here, but she's hiding. I can feel her energy, even though this is all his energy, but I can feel her energy behind these cards, okay? Yeah. The only reason why he gives her money or help her sometimes is because he wants to have access to her. Okay, but why is it over here though, and the Four of Swords? Why? All right. So what I'm saying here is that she still does stuff, because the only reason why she is so particular about him. So let me tell you what's going on here. Anytime he actually have sex with her, meet up with her, he feels very guilty. He thinks about his marriage, he thinks about reconciliation, all right, and he pulls back from her. Then he starts thinking about, he start getting sad and thinking about how to reconcile, right? But then this girl, like, I feel like this girl also gets reading about him. So when he's trying to pull back from her, he's trying to end stuff, she goes back, she does something to him. And the only reason why she does something to him is because of money, because it's like a regular fix. If he was stingy towards her, she wouldn't have even bothered doing anything, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is why I said you should have your own. If you know how to do a full moon ritual, you can do your own full moon ritual. Do a full moon ritual every month. The full moon is every month. If you do a full moon ritual, that is if you still want to work on this. Okay, this is like a trial, like a temptation, like when the devil comes into your marriage. Okay, yes, I would say part of it is his fault, but not everything that is happening here is his fault. He's not really a bad person, you already know that. Okay, he does want to, in his mind, in his heart, he really wants to change, but this girl keeps doing stuff, and it comes to me like a particular hold she has on him. So you, on your part, you need to work constantly to break that hold she has on him, until it eventually fades away, which means that you need to have like a specific prayer or a specific ritual you do at a specific time, all right, to kind of redirect him back to you. That is if you really want him back, like if you really want this this relationship back to the way it is. Okay, and one good ritual you can do is the full moon ritual. I tell you, the full moon ritual is it's a very powerful ritual. Okay, it's powerful. If you know how to do a full moon ritual, I advise you to do it, and it's very good for love situations. The full moon ritual works on people that are already lovers or married or in a relationship. Okay, it brings the both of you together. So if you can do it before you would do it in the next 4 months, 6 months to 1 year, I feel like everything will be back to where back to normal. Just do it every 4 months. So let's see, if you do a full moon ritual or prayer, whatever it is, to bring to break this hold and bring the marriage. Look at this, I have not even finished asking, and look at the outcome, the Empress. Beautiful outcome. Okay, and this Empress is pregnant. Tell me about the Empress. You have Knight of Pentacles, grounded energy, and the Empress energy is also the energy of is tarot, also the energy of tarot. Okay, very grounded energy. Okay, Ten of Cups. So it's going to work for you if you do it regularly. It's going to work gradually. That is the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Knight of Pentacles energy is a very grounded energy. It happens gradually. Okay, but it's deeply rooted, and it's going to bring you guys together, and there will be renewed energy, sex energy, love energy. If care is not taken, you guys could even have another child if you guys are open to that. Okay, so and then there is happiness here for you guys, 10 of cups. Okay, so that's if you still have energy in you to fight for this, then I advise you to do that. Okay, because I feel like there's something she does at certain time to draw him back even when he doesn't want to be there. Okay, so I can tell you this for a fact that he actually wants to change. If he doesn't, I'll tell you as well. Okay, unlike his previous reading. Okay, so he does want to change from what I'm saying, and I do see that he is not in his stubborn energy anymore. He's actually breaking, which I feel like it is good, and that is why his feelings are coming up in the reading. Okay, coming up as 2 of cups, Ace of cups, Justice. So his feelings are showing unlike before. That is kind of cold towards you and detached. So some of the anger he feels, okay, is not because of, maybe it's not really because you didn't tell him about certain things, or all that stuff. The real reason is because you're not giving him your energy anymore, you're not giving him your body anymore, and that's what he craves. Okay, it feels like he is not focused without you in his life. It feels like nothing is going on fine without you in his life. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So what's his next action? Let's see his next action towards you in the next 2 weeks. His next action towards you in the next 2 weeks. All right, you see the Lovers. Do you see this? The Lovers energy. In fact, almost all the cards I pull on him towards you actually showed as feelings. Okay, so you have the Lovers cards. You have the 2 of Swords. Next action towards you. I do a cleaning with sage every day and ask for my energy back. Interesting. Wow, that's powerful. What is his next action towards you in the next 1 month? The Hermits, tell me more. Wow, interesting. The Magician. Oh my God. 7 of Swords. Tell me about 7 of Swords, please. How spiritual is he? How spiritual is he? 3 of Swords. Page of 1. He's not spiritual because his next action towards you in the next 1 month, he first of all came out as a Hermit, which is self-reflection, and then he came out as a Magician, which is some kind of manifestation here, and then you have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups actually represent confusion. Okay, sometimes it even represents when you have more than one options, but the way these cards are forming here, I can tell that this energy is the energy of trying to manifest something or even do rituals. Okay, and then you have the 7 of Swords. See, let me tell you something. There is something, there is even if he's not spiritual, okay, he's capable of being spiritual. I can see it in him. If he's being pushed to the wall, he's going to react. So let me just say that he's not going to leave you. He doesn't have any intention whatsoever to leave this relationship. And if you keep actually staying away from him, he's going to try to get you through another means, trying to manifest you to come to him. It's very funny, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, so this is what is manifesting in the next 1 month, but it may not be the next 1 month, but around that period. Okay, so I also see confusing energy in him as well. He looks very confused. Okay, it looks like somebody who will start searching the internet for some information, all right, on how to get lost love back. So it's coming in December. Okay. His next action towards you in the next 2 months. His next action towards you in the next 2 months. Death, 8 of Cups. Interesting. Tell me about this energy. All right. So basically, is this energy of ending? All right, so I don't know who is going to be ending things with, but that was clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So even if he talks about, oh, I'm ending things with you, I don't feel like he's actually serious about it. Okay, this is what he truly wants. Ace of Pentacles here. I think he should get his act together, because if he doesn't, karma is coming for him, and it's going to, I don't know, there's some sort of karma coming towards him if he doesn't change. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Next 3 months, what's his next action towards you in the next 3 months? Okay, you have King of Wands, Three of Wands. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Next 3 months, it will be trying to, and then you have King of Cups. And look, under the deck, you have the Two of Cups. I feel like he's going to try to get you to move back with him. All right. It's coming up in the next 3 months, 2 months, whatever. Between the next 2 to 3 months, he's going to try to get you to move in with him. Okay. Yeah, he wants to the end. So from this reading, I see that he does want to do the right thing. Okay, it's just like the spirit being eager and the flesh being weak. All right, so he does want to do the right thing, but he hasn't really found, he hasn't found the strength yet to actually do the right thing. Okay, but yes, he does want to leave her. I'll say that. Okay, he does want to leave her deep down, but he doesn't know how to leave her. And sometimes when he wants to leave, she draws him back, she pulls him back in whatever way she does it. Okay, so in the next couple of months, I do see him wanting you back. I do see him, he may try to manifest you back. He may try to get you to move back with him. He may threaten sometimes, but that's not what he wants. What he wants is a reconciliation. And I do feel like he needs to get his act together real quick, because you know it's funny, it's fitting that you're calling back your essence, because by the time you start doing that, he's going to start getting karma for what he has been doing to you, basically. Okay, because like I said before, and I always say, your essence helps him to make money. Your essence makes him, emotionally stable. Your essence helps him a lot in life. Okay, he may not understand it in that way, but he may have noticed that since you left, he is not himself. Okay, so that's what I see for your reading. I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some sort of clarity about the situation. Oh, and then you have this card under the deck, I miss you. Okay, so you have this I miss you energy, basically. So interesting. What is coming between him and third party Maria? What is coming between Christian and third party Maria? Ooh, interesting. This just showed what I've been trying to tell you. Okay, so you have the first card here, you have bumping heads, which means that they are also not in complete alignment with each other. Okay, and then the second card here, you have spiritual gifts. This is her. Okay, spiritual gift. So anytime he tries to pull back his energy, she calls him back. And then you have the workplace affair, which this just means premarital affair or whatever affair they are getting here. So she pulls him back anytime he tries to pull back his energy. What is coming? So what is coming? Let me pull the remaining cards first. What is coming between them? What is coming between them? Wow, interesting. Emperor, Four of Cups, Hangman, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like she uses diabolical means to get money from him as well. So you have Ten of Pentacles, you have the Emperor, and then you have the Four of Cups. All right, so what is coming towards them is turbulence in whatever relationship they have. Him trying to pull back his energy and she trying to pull him in. All right, but overall I do see him not being happy with her because his marriage is in shambles. He's not actually in a good place. He's not in a good place, and that affects their relationship as well. And him wanting to take action and walk away from this connection. He does want it, but I feel like she uses whatever spiritual gift she has, whatever spiritual stuff she does to pull him back in. But look at this, you have the Hangman under the deck. So and then you have the Five of Cups again. So what's coming between them is an unstable dynamic of him wanting to leave and she trying to pull him back. Okay, overall outcome here between them. Overall outcome between them. This is you. Overall outcome between them, at the end of the day, is going to pull back his energy, okay, from her. But I feel like he needs help. Okay, I feel like he needs help Tell me about this energy, please. Tell me about this energy. You see, you have the devil here. So who is this woman to him? Who is this woman to him? All right, that's you. That's you. So 5 of Pentacles, the person he misses, and 4 of Wands here. So at the end of the day, he's going to pull back his energy and try to come to you, but I feel like she's still going to be obsessed with him and try to pull him in. So I just see unstable dynamics of him wanting to leave and she not wanting him to leave energy is what I see here. Okay, so he needs prayers. Honestly, he needs all the prayers he can get because he's in the clutches of the devil. I'll tell you that. Okay, an ending, will an ending happen before him coming here in December? All right, let's see. Will an ending happen between them before he visits in December? I'm not going to take this, so I'm going to reshuffle. This is like the devil energy, but I'm going to reshuffle. Will an ending happen between Christian and Maria before he visits his family in the month of December? Okay. Three of Swords, 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Yes, and then you have the Tower card. All right. So this represents a sort of quarrel and misalignment. So yes, some sort of ending. There's an ending coming towards them before it comes, but it has to be sustained. Yeah, it has to be sustained. If you are, I don't know what you're doing, whether you're praying, whether you're doing rituals, or whether you're doing whatever you're doing, it has to be sustained, okay? Because if it's not sustained, she would come back. Whatever you're doing, like I said, you have to do it over and over for the next 6 months to 1 year for it to be very potent and for it to end this completely. That's my advice to you, okay? But the answer to your question is a yes. There's going to be a breakup around that time when he's going to come see you guys, okay? This relationship is not even meant to stay in the first place. It's not like, it's a fake energy, okay? It's not real. It's not real. So that's a yes to your question. That's a yes to your question. Will we have a reconciliation? If yes, when can this happen? All right, before I even pull the cards, I just want to tell you something. Your reconciliation energy is hovering around you and him, okay? He's already around, he's already in the energy, in your energy, in his energy, okay? What will determine the timing is what you do to that effect. That's just the truth. And I'm not going to hide it from you. Because, the reason is because the third party keeps doing stuff. All right, if you have somebody around you who keeps blocking you, spiritually, then you have to toughen up in your protection and keep, removing that person's energy until the person gets tired and walk away, or until you overpower that person completely. That is how it is in spirituality. It's just the truth. Okay, so your reconciliation depends on how much you can bring the situation under control spiritually, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's not a definite, like, it depends on what you do, how powerful what you're doing is. Okay, but I'm going to pull the cards and we'll see what comes out, right? So hold on, hold on. Are you guys going to have a stable reconciliation? Are you guys going to have a stable reconciliation? Are you guys going to have a stable reconciliation? See, this is a clear yes. And I'm not even making this up because you already see that this card came out before. All right, so energetically, spiritually, this marriage is here to stay. Okay, you guys are aligned. Okay, spiritually, energetically. All right, so this is a clear yes that there's going to be a reconciliation, right? So a stable reconciliation, yes, is very possible. Okay, it is possible. Very, very, in fact, it's already around your energy. All right, you just need, like I said, I've already said that before. Okay, so let's pull the other cards. When is this likely to happen? Knight of Pentacles. You see, this Knight of Pentacles came out again for the second time. And you know what? I like this Knight of Pentacles because it's a very grounded energy. It's slow, right? I like this Knight of Pentacles in the midst of a serious relationship, in the midst of marriage energy, because it is a long-term thing. It is slow but grounded and lasts a very long time. Okay, so yes, this just tells you that there's going to be a stable reconciliation between you guys. Okay, wow, you have the Star card, the healing energy, like very, very good, very, very good. You have Nine of Wands, beautiful energy. The Nine of Wands is somebody who is tired. Okay, someone who has been undergoing trials, difficulty, but they are still standing and they are still, trying to overcome. I feel like this is your energy. Okay, so yes, definitely you're going to overcome this with patience, prayers and perseverance, basically. Okay, so the answer to your question is yes, yes, yes. And look at this Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, signifies working on something. All right, and if you look under the deck, you have the Emperor, which is him. So you have the Emperor, which is him. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so he is very, very open to working on your relationship. Okay, he's very, very open on working on your marriage and making it successful again. Like I said, he feels less of a man when his family is not living with him. Okay, he feels like it's a disgrace to his person, and he sees keeping his home together as a very big achievement. Okay, so he wants to really, make it work, and he wants to get around your energy as well. He wants your energy back. He wants your care, your love, your body, and all the stuff, your attention. Okay, so yes, there is a very big room for reconciliation. All right, this is a very, very good energy, very extremely good energy. If that makes sense. So that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. You're welcome, and I wish you all the best. All right. You're welcome. All the best to you, Mindful. All the best.